Okay, so coffee is the first thing of the day for me, every day, and even a little bit later in the afternoon. And one of the most popular here in the North America, especially the United States, is the filter drip coffee. My personal favorite is I've had this machine actually for a few years, and in my opinion, I don't think you have to have a brand new squeaky clean machine. In fact, sometimes the cleaner it is, the sharper and more harsh the coffee is. So I've got a grinder I've had for several years, and they do wear out, so sometimes you have to get a new one because the motor will burn out. And I particularly like these type of coffee makers that are a carafe rather than having a hot plate down here, because the hot plate will often sometimes burn and char the coffee. So starting with pouring in the water, always best to use, I don't particularly care for distilled water, but I do like to have bottled water or even RO type water, something that's, very, very fresh. Generally best to use cold water. This particular coffee maker uses the V-shaped, the cone filters, and I like to use the brown ones. And pre-measured out, it's generally speaking about 2 tablespoons per 6 to 8 cups. If you do for 6, it's going to be a little stronger. For 8, it's going to be a little more mild. So kind of some of this stuff, as much as it's a science, it's also a little bit of personal taste. So I've already pre-ground this. I've ground this for the V-shaped filter, which is important to have it for a cone paper filter. So I'm actually just going to pour this in. And brew away. And in about 5 minutes, we will have a delicious cup of coffee. And what I do like about the carafe is that it will continue to hold the coffee throughout the day, or at least throughout the morning, and without burning it. So thank you for joining us here today. I'm David Ellefson from Megadeth here on Rock Tales as we brewed up some terrific coffee. Good for the morning, good for the day, good for the night, whatever your preference is. Check out Ellefson Coffee at ellefsoncoffeeco.com, as well as on Facebook, Ellefson Coffee Co. as well.